So let's get started in a comfortable seated position, legs crossed, extended. Maybe you're sitting in hero pose, whatever works for you tonight and feels best in your body. And I'd like you to roll your shoulders back, slide the shoulder blades back and down so our shoulders are away from our ears and we're sitting up nice and tall. And just take a couple nice deep breaths here. As you inhale, really expand the rib cage, fill the chest and abdomen with fresh air. And then as you exhale, let your body relax. Let go of any thoughts, plans, or ideas. And just tune into how your body is feeling tonight. Bring your hands to your lap if they're not there already, and gently lower your chin towards your chest. Begin to ease your ear towards your shoulder. Let your head relax back and all the way around. Move gently. After a couple circles, you can move your head in the opposite direction. Good. Chin to the chest, and then lift the head back up. We're going to bring our hands to our knees, or maybe out in front of us, or maybe keep moving our hands, but we're going to circle the whole torso. So a couple times each direction. And if you've been seated all day, or maybe even standing all day, we tend to kind of keep our body in the same position, or maybe we'll bend forward, but we're not moving side to side with the spine very often. So go both directions. This should feel good. Again, this is just a warm up, so we want to move gently, but you should already start to feel a little bit of a stretch through the lower back. Good, let's come back up. Stack the shoulders back over the hips and inhale both arms up. Nice and long, reach through the fingertips as we breathe deeply. And then on your next exhale, lower your left hand down to the left side, reach the right hand over to the left. And come back through center, opposite side. Good, let's bring both arms up, back to the center, and we're going to rotate towards the left. Drop your right hand to your lap, the left hand behind the back of the body. Look over the left shoulder, gentle spinal twist. And let's inhale both arms up. Opposite side, left hand to the lap, right hand behind the tailbone. Look over the right shoulder. Good, let's come back through center. Just let your hands relax and take a nice deep breath. From here, we're going to rotate into downward facing dog. So plant the hands on the mat, walk the feet back, reach the tailbone upwards, and take a couple breaths here, gently shaking the head left and right, up and down, letting go of any tension through the jaw, neck, and upper back. Maybe you want to pedal your heels, lengthen the calves, the hamstrings. And then walk the feet forward, tuck the chin towards the chest, hold forward fold, let the upper body just hang forward over the thighs. Now let's round up, stacking the back. Draw the shoulders back away from the ears. And step forward on your mat if you're not already there. Let's do a couple sun salutations to warm up. Let's inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, lift the arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, forward fold, fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, and exhale, left leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower, knees, chest, and forehead, or chaturanga. Inhale, slide forward, press through the palms, lift the chest. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. And exhale, release, arms by the sides. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, right leg back to plank. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, get your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back, and exhale, release. Inhale, exhale, palms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, left leg back to plank. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Inhale, exhale, palms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, right leg back to plank. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Let's do one more set. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, left leg back to plank. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, release. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, right leg back to plank. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward. And exhale, right leg forward. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, release. Arms by the side, shoulders back and away from the ears. Shake it out. Do a little dancer pose to challenge our balance. So let's root down through the left foot, spread the toes wide, roll the shoulders back, and when you're ready, reach back with the right hand for the right foot, pulling the heel towards the glute. Remember, we want to keep the left hip stacked over the knee, stacked over the ankle. So sometimes when we pick that foot up, we shift the hips too far to the left. So lengthen and grow tall through the crown of the head. When you're steady here, begin to reach the left fingertips all the way up towards the sky. And focusing on the eyes on a point that's not moving, begin to hinge forward, reaching towards that point, drawing the right toes up. Great job. Let's release. Lower the left arm. We're going to lower the right foot down to the floor, but let's cross it behind the standing left leg. Reach the right arm up now and over to the left side, keeping the shoulders back, the chest and abdomen and hips all facing forward. Good, let's come back through center and lower the right arm down. Step the right foot back to the right side of the body and maybe shake it out. Remember, we're starting fresh again on the right leg. So root down through the right foot now, spread the toes wide, knees soft, shoulders back. When you're ready, bend the left leg, heel towards the glute, root down through the knee, grow tall through the right leg, and reach the right arm all the way up. At your own pace, begin to lean forward, reach for your focal point, draw the left toes up towards the sky. Good, let's take one more breath. And then roll the shoulders back, stack them over the hips. You can bring your right hand down to your hip. Left foot comes down to the floor, crossing behind the right ankle. Reach the left arm up and over to the right. So we're feeling that stretch through the torso, the hip flexor, maybe into the quad. Breathing deeply. Good, let's relax through center. Bring our left foot back out. Shake out the legs. And then step them about mat width apart. So again, this is subject to our own hip flexibility and mobility, and that's it, hip flexibility and mobility. So we're gonna do some squats. So toes are turned out. Remember, we can adjust these as we need to because kneecaps should be pointing the same direction as our toes. But let's start with our hands in prayer position, moving with the breath. Inhale, sinking down into that squat, checking our alignment, maybe opening up through the inner thighs. As we exhale, we're pressing through the soles of the feet, coming back up to stand. So at our own pace, inhale, lowering down, exhale, lifting up. If your heels are popping off the floor, adjust your stance a little bit. Good. On your next inhale, we're going to hold it low in the squat. Continue breathing and reach the arms out to the side. And on your next exhale, hinge sideways. Bring the right fingertips down towards the floor, just in front of the right arch. Keep the knees bent and the hips back. Lengthen through the arms and turn your head looking up towards the sky. And let's release, come through center, and switch sides. Left hand down to the floor, reach up through the right fingertips. Good, let's come back through center. Arms to the side, straighten out the legs. Excellent job. Our quads should be nice and warm now. So turn and face the top of your mat if you're not already there. We're going to move into pyramid pose. So let's step the right foot forward. Our feet are about a stride length apart. Hands will begin on the hips. Let's inhale. And as we exhale, hinge forward, keeping the back flat. Tuck the chin slightly to keep the upper neck also in line with the spine. And hold it here, breathing deeply, feeling that right hamstring lengthen. And on your next exhale, drop the hands down towards the floor or towards the right foot and round your body forward over the right leg. Now let's keep the left hand on the mat, or you can place it on the right foot, and we're going to open the chest to the right side. So lift the right arm all the way up. Think about rolling the right shoulder back, stacking it over the left. This is similar to our revolved triangle, except our hips and both toes are forward. Good, let's release, lower the right hand down, and see if you can sink your chest a little bit deeper towards that leg than you were before the opening. Excellent. Let's release, press through the soles of the feet, lift the chest and shoulders up and back, stacking them over the hips, and let's switch sides. Left foot forward, right foot back, pyramid pose, starting with a chest that is open and lifted. Inhale, exhale, hinge forward, flat back, until you feel the left hamstring lengthen. Should be looking straight down towards the floor. And now let's release the hands, round forward, drop the hands down towards the mat or towards the left foot or shin, looking towards the legs. Breathe deeply. Keep the right hand on the mat or along the left leg and lift the left arm up, opening the chest towards the left side of the room, stacking the left shoulder over the right. Good. Let's release, lower the left hand down, and again, round forward over the left thigh, look towards the knees. Try and sink a little bit deeper. Good. Let's release. Lift the torso and head all the way back up. Good job. So shake out the legs. Bring the feet under the hips. And we're going to inhale both arms up. And again, hinge forward. So biceps are next to our ears until we can't fold forward any further. Then we're relaxing the arms, looking towards the knees, letting our head and neck relax, and just breathing deeply. As we exhale, try and work your chest and torso a little bit closer to the thighs. Maybe walk your hands a little bit further down the backs of your legs, elongating the torso and breathing. Release the legs, let your body just hang and relax over the legs. We're going to keep the full foot on the mat, but we're going to bend the right knee as much as we can without lifting the heel off the floor. So our left leg remains straight, but we're just bending the right knee. And once we do that, you'll begin to feel the stretch shift into the outside of the left hip and upper thigh. Again, depending on our own body. We may even feel this in the upper outer calf of the left leg. So this is stretching the muscles that the IT band connects to. The IT band runs from the lower back all the way to the top of the outside of the calf. So in runners and walkers, this gets really tight. So now we're stretching those muscles that this band connects to. Good. Let's gently straighten out the right leg, coming back to our forward fold, and we'll switch sides. Begin to bend the left knee while keeping the right leg straight. Keep both soles of the feet on the mat, and you'll feel that stretch now on the outside of the right hip and thigh. Again, maybe down the length of the leg, maybe on the outside of the upper right calf. Good. Let's release. Straighten out the left leg. And now I'd like you to walk your feet, toes about mat width apart. This may need to be adjusted. We're going to sink our hips down into a Yogi Squat. So keep the full foot glued to the floor as we bend the knees and lower our hips down between the ankles. So once we're in our squatting position, I'd like you to bring your hands to prayer position. Gently push the triceps back in to the legs so our kneecaps remain in alignment with the middle toe. Think about lifting your chest, becoming as tall as possible, and breathe. So you may feel a stretch through the inner thighs, maybe the lower back. Kind of varies person by person, but this is a great posture to help build strength in the lower legs as well as increase our mobility in the hips. And now I'd like you to lower your hands down to the floor and try and walk your chest forward, tucking the chin towards the chest, and hold it here. So we're not really moving the body too much, but we're just tucking the shoulders between the knees a little bit further. Good. Let's walk our hands back in. Bring them back to prayer position. Take a nice deep breath. Excellent. And now let's bring our hands to the floor. Lift the hips so we can lower onto our hands and knees. Bring the shoulders over the hands, the hips over the knees, and let's do a couple cat-cows, moving with our breath. Exhale, arching the back. Inhale, round the spine. Move at your own pace. Good. Now let's add the arm and leg to continue to build strength through the abdominals and the postural muscles along the spine. So inhale, right arm, left leg out. And exhale, draw the knee and elbow together, tucking the chin. On your next inhale, let's hold the arm and leg out. Or you could try the variation of bending the left knee, reaching back with the right hand for the foot, and lifting the hand and toes upwards. A little bit of a back bend there. Breathe deeply. Excellent. Let's release. Lower the left knee down to the mat, the right hand back down under the right shoulder, and we'll switch sides. Left arm, right leg. And exhale, arch the back, draw the knee and elbow together. So really press through the heel as you lengthen the leg, turning on the muscles along the back side of the body. Good. On your next one, hold the arm and leg out, or try that variation, reaching back, grabbing a hold of the foot, and lifting upwards. Excellent. Let's release the hand and foot. Lower the knee down to the mat. Sit your hips back on your heels. And let's take a couple nice deep breaths in child's pose. On your next inhale, let's lift the hips up so they're stacked over the knees. Walk your hands out a little bit further, moving into puppy pose. So continue to inch the hands out. We're easing the chest and the forehead down towards the floor. It's okay if they don't touch, but we want to feel that stretch down the sides of the body, under the arms. Just breathe deeply. Excellent. Let's release. Walk the hands back in. Keep the hips stacked over the knees. We're going to thread the needle, so left hand comes down to the floor, back of the right hand to the mat just under the chest, and begin to slide the right hand over to the left side, lowering the right shoulder and the right ear down towards the mat. We want to feel this stretch in the upper back. If you're not really feeling much, you can try and sink your hips down a little bit, or maybe you can lift the hips higher and reach the right hand further to the left. Let's release, press into the left hand, straighten out the arm so you can lift the torso off the mat, and then bring the right hand down under the right shoulder, switching sides. Back of the left hand to the floor, slide it over to the right, lowering the left ear and shoulder down to the mat. Excellent. Let's release. Bring the left hand back to the left side of the body, and we're going to curl the toes, lift the knees, and come to downward facing dog. Pedal the heels a couple times. And then on your next inhale, take a big step forward with the right foot. Come into a low lunge, stacking the right knee over the ankle, maybe walking the left foot back a little further if you can. Feeling the stretch through the left quad and hip flexor. Breathing deeply. Excellent. So let's gently lower the left knee down, flatten the top of the foot to the mat, and walk our hands up to the right thigh and the shoulders back, stacking them over the hips. So remember, we want to keep our hips down and forward. We're going to bring our right hand to the right hip, or maybe you just want to reach it down towards the mat. It's probably not going to touch right away. That's okay. But our left hand, we're going to reach it tall all the way up towards the sky. Inhale. And as we exhale, lean to the right. So now your hand may come down towards the floor for support. Again, you could also hold onto the hip. But now we should feel a stretch through the left side of the abdomen, the left hip flexor, a little bit differently than we would feel that stretch if we were just in our low lunge. So keep the hips down and forward and breathe. Excellent. Let's release, come back through center, and bring our hands to prayer position. Take a nice deep breath, and we're going to bring our left elbow to the inside of the right knee, or maybe you can hook it to the outside of the right thigh, pressing through the hands, rolling the right shoulder back, breathing deeply. Excellent. Let's release, come back through center, lower our hands down to the mat, and now shift the hips back, straightening out the right leg, lifting the toes and folding forward for our hamstring stretch. Good. Let's walk the hands forward, lower the right toes, and step back to downward facing dog. On your next inhale, let's switch legs. Left foot steps forward. Adjust your body. So we're in our alignment for the low lunge, and breathe. Good. Lower the right knee, flatten the top of the foot to the mat, and begin to walk your hands up the left leg. Bring the shoulders back over the hips. Take a moment here, sink the hips down and forward. And then we're going to bring our left hand to the left hip or reach it down towards the floor. Right arm, we inhale up, and exhale, reach over to the left. Excellent. Let's come back through center. Bring our right hand back down to our side and then lift both hands up to our heart. Now rotating to the left, we're bringing our right elbow just inside the left knee, or maybe we can hook it over the top of the thigh, open the chest a little bit more to the left side of our room, and stack the left shoulder over the right. Good, let's release, come through center, hands down to the mat, and shift the hips back, straightening out the left leg, lift the toes and fold forward. Good, let's release, walk the hands forward, lower the left toe down to the mat, and step back again to downward facing dog. So let's lift the right heel all the way up, bend the right knee, and pull the right knee in towards your chest, lowering it down between the hands for pigeon pose. Let your left leg relax back. Take a deep breath in through the chest. Exhale fully as you lower the torso down towards the right leg. Stack your hands or bend your elbows and place your head in your hands. Whatever position makes you as comfortable as possible. Lift your head slightly so you can straighten out your arms, and then walk your arms towards the right corner of your room, keeping your left hip down towards the floor. Feel that stretch through the left side of the torso. And let's come back through center. And then gently walk the hands in towards the body, lifting the chest. Plant the right hand on the outside of the right knee or thigh. Let's bend the left leg, reach back, grab a hold of the foot or ankle, and pull the foot towards the torso. Excellent. Release. Left hand comes forward, and we'll step back into downward facing dog. Let's inhale, left leg up, bend the left knee, pull it in towards the chest, and lower it down. Relax the right leg back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower it towards the left thigh. Lift the head slightly, straighten out the arms, palm side down. And now let's walk our hands over towards the left corner of the room. Again, keeping the hips evenly distanced above the mat so we're not rolling onto the left side. And we feel the stretch down the right side of the body. Let's come back through center, walk the hands in, lift the chest, plant the left hand on the outside of the left thigh, bending the right knee, reaching back, drawing your foot in towards the torso. Good, let's release. Bring the right hand forward, press into the palms, and come up onto your hands and knees. So we're going to move into gate pose. So we need some space on either side for this one. So we're keeping our left knee under the left hip. We're stepping the right foot out to the right side. Roll the shoulders back and stack them over your hips. Right hand to the right hip, left arm reaches up, bicep next to the ear. And as we exhale, we're just leaning over to the right. Find that length through the left side of the torso, the right inner thigh, and breathe. Good, let's release, come through center, and bring the left hand down to the mat, under the shoulder, press into the left palm so we can lift the right leg up, try and bring it in line with the torso. Flex the foot. We're working the medial glute, the muscle on the outside of the hip. Draw the abs in for a little bit more support and breathe. Excellent. Lower that foot down. Bring the hands forward for support as we sweep the right leg all the way to the back left corner of our room. Lower the knee and draw it in along the left leg. Now take the left foot and point it towards the back right corner. Create space for the body and begin to walk your hips back and down into that space between the heels. If the hips don't touch, that's okay. Just keep the hands planted. If the hips do touch, you can release the hands from where they are and begin to walk them out in front of you. If you're supporting the body, just bend your elbows and lower your chest towards your thighs. Let's release, walk the hands back in towards the body, press through the palms, and come back onto your knees, bringing the right leg back under the right hip. We'll now stretch the left leg out to the left side, left hand on the left hip, right arm up. Exhale, reach to the left. Inhale through center, and as you exhale, bring the right hand down to the floor, plant the palm, and lift the left leg. Flex through the foot, and breathe. Draw the abs in. Excellent. Let's lower the foot down, hands forward, and sweep the left leg all the way to the back right corner. Lower the knee, tuck it in along the right leg, and then rotate the right toes to the back left corner, creating that space for the body. Walk the hips back. This side may feel different, so move slowly. And then bend the elbows, lowering the chest down towards the thighs. If your hips are grounded, you can walk the hands out in front of you. let's release. Lift the chest back up. All right, so we're going to actually ground down through the hips and slide the legs, keeping the knees bent, slide the legs away from one another, moving into our bound angle pose. So the soles of the feet are now touching. We're rolling our shoulders back, starting in a nice tall position. Let your legs relax as much as possible. Sometimes if you just kind of pulse them a couple times, you'll just open them up a little bit more. So sometimes we have a tendency to really clench and contract those muscles, and we can't get into a deep stretch when we do that. So let the legs relax as much as possible. Hands are resting on the feet or the ankles. Inhale, lift the chest up, and exhale, lean forward. So keep the back flat, lower the center of your chest down towards the feet. You can use your elbows to press the inner thighs down towards the mat. And let's release, lift the chest up. We're going to keep the right leg bent, just extend the left leg out in front of you. Right foot should be along the left thigh or calf. Inhale, both arms up, biceps next to the ears, and exhale, reach forward as you fold. Drop the hands when you can't fold forward any further, and continue to lower the face and chest towards the thigh. Letting the quad and kneecap relax. Good, let's gently release. Just release your grip on the leg and round up. Good, keep the left leg extended. Pick up the right leg and plant the foot on the outside of the left thigh, being sure to keep the right hip grounded. Bring the right hand behind the back. Inhale, left arm up, and exhale, lower the left arm on the outside of the right thigh, opening the chest to the right and looking over the right shoulder. Good, let's release. Bring the chest and shoulders forward. Lower the right leg down towards the mat, and we'll switch sides, hamstring stretch. So bending the left leg, bring the foot along the right thigh or calf, sit up tall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach forward as we fold. Drop the hands, draw the chin towards the chest. Look straight down at the leg and breathe. Good, let's release the leg, just round the face, neck, and chest up. Keep the right leg where it is, pick up the left leg and cross it over. Left hand behind the back, inhale, right arm up, and exhale, lower on the outside of the left thigh, open the chest and look over the left shoulder. And let's release. Bring the chest forward. Lower the left leg down to the floor, shake the legs out. And we're going to move into a wide leg fold series. So heels nice and wide. Toes up towards the sky. We want to sit up tall. And inhale, both arms up. And exhale, forward fold. So we're reaching towards the space between the feet. Drawing the chin towards the chest. Bring your awareness to the lower back, the thighs, the calves, the ankles. Let all those muscles that may be tight, may be fighting you, let them relax. Maybe you can sink down a little bit deeper. From our forward fold, we're just going to walk our hands over towards the right leg, centering the chest over the right thigh. You can bring your hands to the calf or ankle to gently pull the chest in a little bit closer and reach the crown of the head down towards the right toes. You should really feel this stretch down the outside and the lower outside of the back of the body, the left side. Release the leg, walk your hands through center, and then over to the left side, centering the chest over the left thigh. And again, draw the chest down towards the leg. And release. Hands back through center and just round up, stacking the back. Good. Let's take our right hand and place the back of the right hand inside the right leg. We're going to reach our left arm up, bicep next to the ear, and as we exhale, slide the right hand down the length of the right leg, reaching the left hand for the right toes. Keep the head and neck relaxed and breathe. Good, let's release, come all the way back up. Take a deep breath, a full breath here. And we're going to switch sides. So the back of the left hand now, place it inside the left leg. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale, slide the left hand down the left leg, reaching the right hand overhead, reaching for the left toes, keeping the right shoulder back so our chest is open. Good, let's release, come back through center. Excellent, bend the knees, let's bring the soles of the feet together again. Should feel a little bit easier this time. So hands resting on the ankles or feet. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lean forward. Good, and let's release. Draw the knees together, and we're going to roll back on our mat. So if you'd like to move into shoulder stand, go right ahead. Or you can just take a couple moments here, and we'll meet up with you shortly. So move at your own pace if you're lifting into shoulder stand. Breathe deeply. Reach one leg overhead and away through the opposite leg. And then gently switch directions. Begin to lower your toes down to the mat overhead, coming into plow pose.
And then bring your hands down to the mat, palm side down. Bend the knees in towards the face and gently slide the knees down the front of the body. Gently lowering the back. And then the soles of the feet to the mat. Take a nice deep breath. Okay, so I'm going to try and explain this one as clearly as possible. This is one of our final stretches, so if you're confused or you miss it, don't worry about it. We're going to hug the right knee in towards the chest. I'd like you to walk your left heel towards your right glute. So walk your left foot towards the right glute so you can reach down with your right hand and grab a hold of the left ankle. Okay? Once you have your left ankle in your hand, I want you to think about lowering the outside of the left thigh down towards the floor. So we haven't done anything yet with our right leg, it's just staying there. But as we lower the outside of the left thigh down towards the mat, we're going to feel that stretch in the left hip flexor, maybe the inner thigh. You might even feel this just in the quad. Those are all good places to feel it. That's what we want. The right leg is really just staying out of our way. Okay? So let's just hold this and take a nice deep breath. And now continue holding both legs where you are, and we're gently pulling the right leg over to the left. So our right glute will lift off of the floor, giving us a gentle spinal twist. And let's release, lower the right hip back down, release the left leg, straighten it out, and lower the right leg down towards the floor. All right, let's try that again on the opposite side. Bend the left knee, hug it in towards the chest. Let's just start with that. Take a nice deep breath. And now we're going to bend the right leg and slide the right heel in towards the left glute. Or think about reaching the right heel over towards the left side of the body. Release the left hand and reach down for the right ankle, pulling it in a little bit closer. And then lower the outside of the right thigh and calf down towards the mat. Let's gently take the right hand, pulling on the left leg, drawing it across the body. And let's release. Lower the left hip to the mat. Release the right leg, straighten it out. And release the left leg, lower it all the way down. Good. Tuck the shoulder blades under the back, flip the palms up towards the sky, walk the heels about mat width apart, and let the toes roll towards the outside corners of the room. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Letting go of any thoughts, plans, or ideas, just bring your awareness to your body and your breath. Bring the awareness all the way down your body to your feet, and then mentally repeat after me. My toes, feet, and heels are releasing and relaxing. My toes, feet, and heels are released and relaxed. My ankles, calves, and knees are releasing and relaxing. My ankles, calves, and knees are released and relaxed. My thighs, hips, and buttocks are releasing and relaxing. My thighs, hips, and buttocks are released and relaxed. My abdomen and lower back are releasing and relaxing. My abdomen and lower back are released and relaxed. My fingers, hands, and wrists are releasing and relaxing. My fingers, hands, and wrists are released and relaxed. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are releasing and relaxing. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are released and relaxed. My chest, back, and shoulders are releasing and relaxing. My chest, back, and shoulders are released and relaxed. My neck, head, and face are releasing and relaxing. My neck, head, and face are released and relaxed. My mind is calm, my breathing is even, and I am completely relaxed. Om. Bring awareness back to your body and begin to move your fingers and toes. Gently lift your arms up, stretching through the fingertips, elongating the body and awakening it. Gently roll onto your right side. Take a nice deep breath. And then press back up to a seated position. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Namaste.
Great job tonight, everybody. I hope you're feeling good, maybe a little bit taller after that practice. So I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you all next week. Good night.